Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about the question of are parents ruining youth sports? So have you ever been playing a sport and wondered why you have 15 coaches on the sideline instead of one, and then you realize you can't even hear your actual coach anymore? Parents stand on their sidelines arguing, shouting, yelling at the players, but why? Now, I've had many conversations in the car with my dad after games where he's once again yelled at me or other players and tried coaching us from the sideline, and it has once again distracted me from the game. And it's left me wondering what sports would be like without parents. Hearing tons of remarks that I need to do better, be stronger, play harder does not help my self-esteem, especially if it is from someone that I look up to. But I've had to learn that I just need to sound out the noise and focus on my game and what I'm there for. And these actions aren't just in soccer. So recently at an 8-year-old baseball game, this one team was beating that team by around 15, which is a ton for baseball. And the ump made one bad call, and these two parents started fighting, these two dads, which is extremely just embarrassing for them. And this picture is not from that one game. This is the same exact thing happening in Colorado, which just shows that it happens everywhere. And it's embarrassing as full-grown adults to display this behavior at youth games, and not to mention the humiliation that it causes for their kids and the distraction from the game that it causes. So I witnessed this as a player, a sibling, and a fan when I go to watch my sister's games as well. All you have to do is look at the news and you'll see articles about two parents fighting, about parents following refs to parking lots and berating them, yelling at them after games. I mean, there's even a case of a female ump who got punched in the face by a mom after this. And these stories are just endless. Youth sports are designed for the kids to learn communication skills, to learn how to respect peers, to learn just to be in a fun environment and to get outside and have fun. So coaching from the sideline is one of the main things that parents like to do. And Burlington basketball gives many reasons on why it's bad. So the first one is that it confuses the player. So throughout the weeks and the weekends, coaches start off games with having pep talks before games, talk about strategy and such, and they practice for weeks and months on ends, working on specific things. And so when they're playing, if they have their parents yelling at them from the sidelines to do opposite things, play the ball short, your coach told you to play it long, what are you supposed to do? I guess just ignore the parent that you look up to and adore. It's just confusing for the player. Next, it causes anxiety and removes the fun. I know that for me, I always want to do well for my dad, my mom, anyone that I look up to. And when I continually am being talked down on sometimes, if I have a bad game, then it just stresses me out and makes me not even want to play in the next game because I want to do well. But if I'm not doing well, then what do I do? So it just removes all the fun out of it. Unless it's also a distraction. Obviously, it distracts who's getting yelled at, it distracts the refs, the coaches, and just everyone on the field who's involved. It also can reduces the coach respect and authority. Coaching a team, it takes a lot of work and effort. They practice all the time. They have to get the team all together and do well together to play together. And when parents just coach from the sideline, it can help diminish that authority. Outside of coaching on the sideline, though, their behavior also has a negative impact on the whole team. There's physical fighting, verbal altercations, and yelling insults. So actually, a few days ago, last Friday, my club team and I, we went to Knoxville and we played our rival team. And they're our rivals kind of mainly because we stole a bunch of their players. And so one of the girls on our team, she is from Knoxville as well, but she is not from their team that we stole. She's from a different team up in Knoxville. But she knows a lot of players, a lot of parents from that team. And she was playing on the side that the parents were on. And the entire time throughout the game, they would make pig noises at her. And she came off the field crying, bawling her eyes out because she wasn't having the best game. And that just kind of pushed her over the top. And she's 15 and she's getting made pig noises at. I mean, sometimes I can see why parents do this. Their intent is not always bad. They want to be there for their kid. They want to support them. They want their kid to just do well overall. But what can the kids do about it? They can really just leave it up to coaches and refs to help calm the parents down. So as a player, I mean, I've stood on the field, I've got yelled at, and I've experienced bad refs, parents getting in arguments with refs, and I know there's nothing that anyone can really do. These actions are displayed a lot of times because the parents also get too into their kids' sports. They have nothing better to do than to go, and they just get too into it. So I've learned that when I'm playing on the field, I just need to focus on being on the field. Winning and losing, everyone wants to win, but don't even focus on that as much. Just get back on the field for what you got on the field for in the first place, which is to have fun. So, thank you.